Have you ever struggled with addiction? Or do you know someone who is? I have, and in this video, I will tell you my story of how I overcame it. And if this interests you, stick around because at the end, I will have my top 3 takeaways, 2 tips for you, and 1 bit of weirdo wisdom because it is Wednesday after all. Hi, in case we haven't met, my name is Rashid Huda and I am commonly known as Mr. Weirdo. Why Mr. Weirdo? Well, there's a story behind it and you can find out about it in this video if you're curious. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to help you reconnect with your dreams, discover your passions, embrace your inner weirdo, and create a life of fun, fortune, and freedom. A couple of days ago, my friend Guy Bandy of Creating Changes on YouTube asked the question, why did you quit? He asked to put it into the comments. But I figured my story is a little bit longer and it can help others if I was to tell it in a little more details. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. I celebrated my 21st birthday, that was a long time ago, with a pint of apricot brandy. It was good. And it was my introduction to the world of legal and illegal substances. I struggled with it for almost a decade before I quit for good. And here's my story. The first time I quit was when I woke up on a concrete floor, wishing that it was just a dream and not a reality, because I found myself at the police station in Oklahoma City. Fortunately, I was able to walk away with no criminal record and just a minor fine. But I vowed to quit drinking and smoking. A year later, I celebrated my success with a smoke and a drink. And I was back having fun. So I thought. I was working as a Pizza Hut restaurant manager back then, and I was fairly successful at it over the years. And when I won the Manager of the Year award and a hefty bonus to go with it, I treated myself with a 35mm camera, a Minolta XG1. My boss gave me a book on the fundamentals of photography because he was an avid photographer himself, and I was hooked on photography. I loved experimenting with my camera, taking pictures of people, places, animals, you name it. I was out there playing with my camera. I was fortunate enough later on to be working at a 5-star restaurant where I was able to take pictures of a lot of celebrities that came through the restaurant. Well, one day, Alex, my friend from the restaurant, asked me when he would be able to see the pictures that I took. I wanted to know what pictures he was talking about. He said, the pictures of Jerry and I that you took. I said, I didn't take your picture. And he looked at me and he said, man, were you that drunk that you don't remember taking our picture? I insisted that I hadn't taken his picture. He asked me if I had developed the film yet, and I said no. So when I went out and developed the film, lo and behold, there it was, Alex and Jerry. That was my light bulb moment. If I couldn't remember doing something that I loved so much, then it was time for me to quit. And I did, just like that. Just like that. I made the decision, that was it. That was 41 years ago. And I am happy to report that I have been clean for the last 41 years. You can do it. It is not that big of a deal if you decide to do so. So here are my top 3 takeaways. 1, the reason I quit is because I didn't like what it was doing to me. I did not like that at all, so I quit. Number 2, once you make a decision, the action is a piece of cake. And number 3, you are more powerful than you will ever know. The 2 tips that I have to offer to help you should you decide to quit. Number 1, know what's important to you. See, photography was important to me. And when my drinking got in the way, I had to make a choice. And I did. So know what is important to you. Number 2, trust yourself. Like I said, you are more powerful than you'll ever know. When you trust yourself, it's easy to make a decision. And when you make a decision, the rest is, as they say, history. And here is a bit of weirdo wisdom. If you think your life is a mess, just remember this. With age, your mess becomes your message. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, or whatever that you are celebrating, or not celebrating for that matter. Happy holidays, and I'll see you in the next video.